Canon just leaked something that has the entire photography world going absolutely crazy right now. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is coming, and the leaked specifications are absolutely mind-blowing. We are talking about features that could make this camera punch way above its weight class, competing directly with full-frame monsters. If you are a photographer or videographer who has been waiting for the perfect APS-C upgrade, you need to watch this entire video right now. And if you love getting the latest camera rumors and leaks before anyone else, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated with us. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is not just another incremental upgrade, and what Canon has planned will shock you. We have got exclusive information about the expected specifications, the potential release date that might be sooner than you think, and price leaks that will either make you jump for joy or reach for your wallet immediately. But first, let us start with those jaw-dropping specifications that have the photography community buzzing. The heart of any camera is its sensor, and Canon is reportedly going all out with the R7 Mark II. We are looking at a potential 33 to 40 megapixel APS-C stacked CMOS sensor. Now, let me explain why this is absolutely game-changing. A stacked sensor design means faster readout speeds and dramatically reduced rolling shutter. Think about it this way. If you have ever tried to photograph a fast-moving car and ended up with those weird, leaning buildings or wobbly subjects, that is rolling shutter at work. With this new stacked sensor, those issues could become a thing of the past. But Canon is not stopping there. The processing power behind this beast is expected to be the Digic 10 processor paired with a Digic accelerator. This combination is like having a sports car engine with a turbocharger. For real-world photographers, this means lightning-fast autofocus that can track a hummingbird in flight or a mountain biker racing down a trail. The enhanced processing speed will also mean better noise reduction, so those golden hour portraits and late-night street photography sessions will produce cleaner, more professional results. Now, here is where things get really exciting for handheld shooting enthusiasts. The rumored in-body image stabilization is expected to provide up to 8.5 stops of stabilization. To put this in perspective, you could potentially shoot handheld at 1-second shutter speeds and still get sharp images. Imagine being able to capture those dreamy waterfall shots or low-light architectural photography without lugging around a tripod everywhere you go. The electronic viewfinder is getting a major upgrade too, with a rumored 2.36 million dot OLED display. This means what you see through the viewfinder will be incredibly sharp and color accurate, almost like looking through a window rather than a screen. For wildlife photographers spending hours tracking their subjects, this improved viewfinder will reduce eye strain and help you nail focus every single time. But wait until you hear about the shutter performance, because this is where Canon might be making their boldest move yet. The R7 Mark II is rumored to feature a 40 frames per second electronic shutter. And here is the kicker. It might not have a mechanical shutter at all. This means completely silent shooting, which is revolutionary for wedding photographers, wildlife enthusiasts, and anyone who needs to stay invisible while capturing the perfect moment. The video capabilities are where Canon is clearly targeting content creators and filmmakers. We are talking about 4K recording at 120 frames per second with Canon Log 3 support. But the rumors get even crazier. There is potential for 6K at 120 frames per second or even 8K at 60 frames per second recording. To put this in context, you could shoot slow-motion footage that rivals cinema cameras, costing tens of thousands of dollars. Canon is also reportedly enlarging the body to provide better ergonomics similar to the EOS R5 Mark II, with an improved grip and dedicated autofocus joystick. For photographers who spend all day shooting events or long wildlife sessions, these ergonomic improvements could be the difference between going home with sore hands or feeling comfortable throughout the entire shoot. The dual memory card slots are expected to include both CF Express Type B and UHS-2 SD cards, giving you flexibility and redundancy for those once-in-a-lifetime shots. But here is something that could change everything about how we approach photography. The R7 Mark II is rumored to include pre-continuous shooting and in-camera upscaling. Pre-continuous shooting means the camera is constantly buffering images before you even press the shutter. so you will never miss that perfect moment when a bird takes flight or a child breaks into a spontaneous smile. Now that we have covered these incredible specifications, you are probably wondering when you can actually get your hands on this camera. The release date rumors are heating up, and what we have discovered might surprise you. The timing of the Canon R7 Mark II announcement has been a topic of intense speculation, and we have been digging deep into the most reliable sources to bring you the latest information. The photography rumor mill has been working overtime, and what we have uncovered paints an interesting picture of when this camera might actually arrive. According to Jan Wegener, one of the most trusted voices in camera rumors, his sources have been relatively quiet about the R7 Mark II recently. His exact words were that no one has really heard anything about the camera just yet, which makes a release less likely to be imminent. When Wegener uses the term "not imminent," he specifically means not in the next 1 to 2 months, so we can probably rule out August and September. However, and this is crucial, he also stated that this does not mean it is not coming soon, which leaves the door wide open for a possible announcement in the fourth quarter of 2025. But here is where it gets interesting. Canon Rumors, another highly respected source in the industry, has suggested that the Canon R7 Mark II might make its debut at the IBC trade show in September 2025. IBC is a major industry event, and Canon has historically used this platform to showcase video cameras and announce cinema-related products. However, there is a catch that makes this timing seem less likely. The IBC trade show has traditionally been focused on video-centric and broadcast-related announcements rather than consumer mirrorless cameras. Looking at Canon's historical announcement patterns over the past 5 years reveals another important clue. Canon has generally avoided making mirrorless camera announcements during August and September. This pattern suggests they prefer different timing for their consumer camera releases, typically favoring other parts of the year when they can capture maximum attention without competing with other major industry events. When we combine all the information from these trusted sources, a clear timeline emerges. Every credible rumor points to an announcement window between September and December 2025. This timeline makes sense from a business perspective, as it would position the R7 Mark II perfectly for the holiday shopping season and give Canon time to build up inventory before the spring photography season kicks into high gear. But knowing when the camera is coming is only part of the story. The price point will determine whether this becomes a game-changing camera for everyday photographers or remains a premium option for professionals only. And the pricing rumors we have uncovered might just change how you budget for your next camera upgrade. The pricing strategy for the Canon R7 Mark II is shaping up to be one of the most crucial factors that will determine its success in the competitive APS-C market. Based on the latest information from industry sources, we are looking at some significant numbers that reflect both the advanced technology Canon is packing into this camera and the current economic realities affecting camera manufacturing. For the camera body alone, industry insiders are pointing to a price range between $1,799 to $1,999. This represents a substantial increase from the original R7's launch price. But when you consider the massive technological leap Canon is making with this upgrade, the pricing starts to make more sense. We are talking about a stacked sensor, advanced processing power, and video capabilities that were unimaginable in APS-C cameras just a few years ago. If you are considering the kit lens option, which would include the 18 to 150mm lens, you are looking at a total investment somewhere between $2,100 and $2,500. For many photographers, this kit represents incredible value, especially considering that a comparable full-frame setup from Canon would cost significantly more. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is shaping up to be one of the most exciting camera releases of 2025, and everything we have covered today points to a camera that could completely redefine what we expect from APS-C photography. From the groundbreaking stacked sensor technology to the professional-grade video capabilities, Canon is clearly not holding back on this release. As we wait for the official announcement, make sure you stay updated with all the latest camera news and rumors by checking out our video on the Top 10 Outdated Cameras of 2025. You might be surprised by which cameras made the list, and it could help you decide whether to upgrade now or wait for the R7 Mark II. Click the link in the description or the video that is popping up on your screen right now to discover which cameras you should avoid buying in 2025.